It is a journey through the Bible with the Mukhwana Isaac. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. A blessed new week to each and everyone. And I want to welcome you from that episode of silence, episode of uncertainty, episode of not knowing what is going on, episode of not hearing from one another. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we want to thank God that finally internet has been restored and we can any other time anymore continue listening to the word of the Lord. The other time in the episode that we had and internet was switched off, in that episode we saw John bearing witness to Jesus, and in today's episode I want to put the focus on Jesus attracting the first disciples. Now, the two disciples heard him say this, and they followed Jesus. They heard who? They heard John say, "Behold." When he told them, they followed him. Now, Jesus turned and saw them following, and of course, and said, "What do you seek?" They said to him, "Rabbi," which means teacher, where are you staying?" He said to them, "Come and see." They came and saw where he was staying, and they stayed with him that day. We read this in the Gospel according to John chapter 1, verse 37 to 39. These two, that is John, who would later be called and of course the beloved disciple, and Andrew, were the first to be drawn to Jesus. Andrew must have been impressed by Jesus. He called his brother Simon, saying, "We have found the Messiah." Simon went and met Jesus for the first time. Yes, a simple, rough fisherman. Yes, and he meets the master who would make him the foundation stone of his church. When Jesus saw Simon, he looked at him and said, "So you are Simon, the son of John. You shall be called Cephas." We are told only later the reason for this change in Matthew chapter 16. The next day, Jesus decided to go to Galilee, and he found Philip and said to him, "Follow me, nifuate." Philip then found Nathanael and told him of Jesus. Nathanael had his doubts. He did not think much of Jesus' hometown. Can anything good come from Nazareth? That is what he remarked. But of course, he didn't go to see Jesus. He went. And on seeing Nathanael, Jesus praised his sincerity and honest goodness. Nathanael was surprised and asked Jesus how he knew him. Jesus showed his power by telling that he had seen him while he was under the fig tree when Philip had gone to see him. Surprised by this knowledge, Nathanael answered by an act of faith, an act of "I believe." He said, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." Jesus answered, "Truly, truly, I say to you, you will see heaven opened, and the angels of God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man." Now, here, Jesus seems to be referring the prophecy of Daniel, which foretold that the Son of Man would come on the clouds of heaven to judge the world, to judge the living and the dead. These meetings of Jesus with the first disciples are described in so few words. We do not even know what they talked about, what transpired, and yet this encounter with Jesus changed the course of these men's lives and began for them an undying devoutness to Jesus for the rest of their life. on earth. That is what transpired. Now, tomorrow we will embark on another episode where we shall look at the first year of Jesus's public life, right from March AD 28th to 28 to April AD 29. And here Jesus returns to Galilee. It is Mukhwana Isaac, and that has been a journey through the Bible. In the episode, Jesus meeting his very first, or attracting his first, the first 5 disciples. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be blessed.